Yes, good evening once again. We are going to learn information literacy, and today we are not going to look at the introduction or to information literacy, but today we are going to look at a different thing. So what are we going to look at today? Let us go straight to our work and we see what we are going to learn today. So the other time we looked at introduction to information literacy, and today I want us to look at the published information sources. The published information sources. Yes, as you can see here, friends, I have published information sources. And what are published information sources? You realize that journal publish original articles, review past papers, and it is we have different published information sources. We have the scholarly journals, we have the books, we have conference papers, we have reports, we have the grey literature itself. So we are going to look at them one by one. Let us start with the scholarly journals. So the scholarly journals, the journals publish original articles, review papers, and letters. They are typically peer-reviewed, meaning experts in the field vet to connect the content before publication. So I'm going to repeat this. The scholarly journals, as in the journals publish original articles, review papers, and letters. So they are typically peer reviewed, meaning experts in the vet the content before publications. So these are published by the experts in the field. And for example, we have the Nature, we have the New England Journal of Medicine, or even the Journal of Marketing. So you realize that these journals are the experts in that in a particular article. The experts in it. So that is what we are calling the scholarly journal as one of the published information source. You can get your information from the scholarly journals. Then the other thing is you can even get your information from the books. So these are books, and it can be like books and textbooks, provide comprehensive overview or in-depth explanations of a subject. Like we have different textbooks. We have biological science, we have functional biology, we have these primary textbooks. There are many books so these books provide comprehensive overview or in-depth explanations of a subject. They undergo a formal editorial and commercial publishing processes, but still, we have the examples. We have the author reporter and philosopher's stone, commercial or principles of natural science, academic textbooks. The examples of academic textbooks are the ones that I've given to you, where we have the biological science. The biology students know it well. Then we also have the functional approach. We have different textbooks, organic principles of organic. Those are the books I'm talking about. So you can also get your information from such books. Then the other thing, we have the conference papers. So the conference papers, these are scholarly papers, as in presented of professional meetings or conferences. They often share preliminary findings or ongoing research before it is fully collected. They can give you the overview before they come up with the final collected data or the collected research. So the conference proceedings with the collected papers or abstracts from a specific event. Like now, you can be having a meeting, and in that meeting you are going to collect your data from that meeting. But this is what we are calling the conference papers. It is collected from conferences. It can be as in church conferences, it can be meeting conferences, it can be business conferences, it can be from seminars and other. This is what we are calling the conference papers. For example, we have the proceedings of IEE, which stands for International Conference of Big Data all papers associations, where we have the newspapers, the New Vision and all that. This is what we are calling the conference papers, you get. Then the other source of published information, we have the reports. Reports describes the history, findings or status of specific study project or issue. They are often more detailed than journal articles and may include raw data. Like for example, we do make reports in our daily, in our day-to-day life. For example, we have the students, every day we are making reports. Like you can make your reports, biological reports. We have, this is one of the published examples of published source of information. As I said, that they can describe the history, the findings or status of specific study projects or issues. They are often more detailed than journal articles, and they may include even raw data, just like I told you. For example, we have the technical reports. We have the NASA technical reports. We have the annual reports, Microsoft annual reports 2014, or even of government reports. We have CDC health reports. These are the examples I'm giving you. So it is the report that describe the history, the finding or statuses of specific study. The next one, which let us look at the last is published source, information source. We have the grey literature. Now, what is the grey literature? Someone may be asking, is the information produced outside of traditional commercial or academic publishing and distribution channels? It is often produced by government, NGOs and as in corporations. Now you realize that this grey literature, it is the information produced outside commercial or academic publishing and described as in distribution channels. For the types, we are going to look at the types and the examples. We have the academic, these dissertations and course materials, the course materials you get. Then the other thing, we have the government. For example, we have the census data. Of recent, they did the population census, and these are some of the grey literature I'm talking about. We have policy briefs, we have legislations in parliament, and you know that. Then the other thing, we have the business or technical. That the business or technical, these are standards. We have white papers and we have the toolkits. Then we have informal. The informal include the blogs, the podcasts. We have the social media, and we have the news settlers. The social media include the WhatsApp, include the Twitter, include the internet, etc. So these are some of the published information sources, friends. Thank you very much. Until we meet again in my next video. Bye.